depending on where you are watching from. I am George Oluwole. I'm here to teach you how to import from foreign site to Nigeria directly and have the goods shipped to your doorstep here in Nigeria. First and foremost, I want you to know that if you are here for business, this lecture is for you. But if you are here to defraud people, you are not in the right place. You are not in the right place at all. First and foremost, the first thing you do is to open a paper. And I'm going to be taking you through on how to open a paper. The first thing you do is to type your paper website here. The paper address is www.paper.com. .paper.com. Or let me use another page entirely, so it won't look confusing to you. www.paper.com. .paper.com. You can see the home page here. You click on sign up for free. Sign up for free. You click on sign up for free. I think it's a bit slow. The first thing you do here is to enter your mobile number, your mobile phone number. Let me enter a mobile phone number. You click on next. Okay. Click next. Okay, the code has been sent. The code has been sent. I'm going to put the code in there. It will take you to this page after putting the code. From there, you can begin to put your login details. I'm going to put my own login details. This is just a practice account, not my real account. First name, Let me use my wife's name. Password. It's going to hide it. Add the password. You click on next. Click on next. Click into Nigeria. Not all information here are correct because it's a practice account. I just had a disconnection because I'm using my phone. Disconnection. Okay, let me continue filling it. So after filling this form, you click on agree and create account. I see it. What are you in next? Then click on add card. You click here. Add card to use later. That's it. You put in the debit card here. You put in the number here. They select the card type, Visa. You select These are the two that apply to Nigeria, MasterCard and Visa card. Let's say you are selecting this. You put the security expiration date here. The security code is found at the back of the number, this in the yes, it's found. I think it's about three, just three number. You put it there. Then you lick the card. When you lick the card, it I think about $1 will be deducted from your account. The dollar will be deducted from your account, which will be refunded back to you later. Other 24 hours, you receive it back. It's just to verify that you are truly the owner of the account. That is all about PayPal. Okay, let's talk about the business proper now. Let's go into business proper. There are a lot of rules that you need to know before you import. Don't just import. Even on Facebook, so many have been asking me for the website name. The website names are not the problem. Some of you may even know some of the website names already. May have known the website names already. That is not actually the problem. You need to know how to guide against fraud, how to trade very safely online, so that you won't fall into the hands of fraudsters who are there 247 waiting for people to prey on. So I don't want you to fall into their hands at all. That is the very reason I'm going to give the website later. I'm not giving them now. You need to listen to the rules first before I give them. There are a lot of rules that you need to know. Rule number 1: don't be the first to buy from a seller. Don't be the first to buy from a seller. Never you be the first to buy from a seller. Don't. That is rule number 1. Don't be the first to buy from a seller. How do you know whether you are the first to buy from a seller? It's normally shown there on the platform, on any of the platforms you are buying from, that the seller has sold so copies of or so number of the products. In the event that it's not written, just look at the review. When you look at the review, you discover nobody has commented. Don't even go there. That's a no-go area for you as a newbie. Don't try it. See, rule number 2: read review before placing an order. You must read review before placing an order. The review will tell you the kind of character the seller possesses. The character he possesses will be explained there. If it's the time that when you have problems, it doesn't come to your aid, people will say it there. If it is the time that easily back out when you have problems, the buyers will put it there. If it doesn't ship on time, the buyers will put it there. Everything you need to know about the seller will be there. The buyers will put it there because you are not the first to buy from him. So many have encountered so many problems with him. And any problem encountered with him or with the product will be stated there. If the product is not even genuine, you will say it there. You will see it there if the product is not genuine. If it is even better than what is described there, you will see it there. They don't hide it, and sellers don't have power to tamper with any review put there by any buyer. That is why they are so afraid of bad review. Very, very afraid of bad review. Rule number 4: chart the seller up. Like I said, in charting the seller up, sometimes try and provoke the seller. Just try and provoke the seller. Say words like, am I sure you are not a fraudster? Why do you want me to trust you with my money? And wait for his reaction. If his reaction is very bad, don't just buy from him. Some may even insult you. If they insult you, just run. They are not actually sellers. Because no seller will insult you online. No seller will insult you online. Just run. If not, you are risking your money. Just run. But if he has a very good temperament, he'll be able to calm you down and tell you that he is not a fraudster, that is there to do business. But if he's not able to calm you down, if he's the one that easily pick offense, just run. Because when you have problem, it may not be a fraudster, but when you have problem, he may not be able to stay with you. He may not be able to help out because of his bad temperament. Don't buy. Run from him. He's not the only one selling that product. There are thousands of other places selling it. Move to another buyer, another seller, please. Don't buy from him. Because from time to time, we do have problem in this business. Sometimes your goods that is built to arrive in just 2 weeks may end up arriving in 1 month. Sometimes after 1 month. And if you discover that your goods is being delayed unnecessarily, what you do is to call. First of all, find out what is going on. If you can't lay your hand on anything tangible that is withholding the goods from reaching you, you contact the seller. And if the seller is a bad type, he may not be able to attend to you the way you like. I've had this experience before. I ordered a camera, my camcorder from Australia, from a seller in Australia, and the thing didn't get to me on time, so I had to contact the seller. The problem wasn't that the problem, I don't really know what the problem is, but what I discovered was that the goods, the number of days is spent in reaching Nigeria is far less than the number of days it took for it to get to me from Lagos. Imagine that. Imagine that. After arriving at Lagos, I could no longer track it. I was just a newbie then. I could no longer track it. The tracking number ceased to work. So I didn't now know what happened between Lagos and Benin. Why the thing was delaying between Lagos and Benin. Under normal circumstances, it's not supposed to spend more than, let me say, 3 or 4 days to arrive from Lagos to Benin. I had to call the seller. Believe me, other 24 hours, the seller sorted out the problem. And I received a call from the post office to come and collect my camcorder. And I went there, I signed, and they gave me my camcorder. Just as easy as that. And that was the problem I could not figure out here in Nigeria. Can you see that? So rule number 5. Always ask the seller if he or she gives tracking number. It's very important. It's not all sellers that give a tracking number. The seller may be a very good person, but because of our Nigeria system, you need a tracking number. Because sometimes when they discover that you are not able to track the product, they may just steal it on the way and nothing will happen. They may steal it on the way. The highest thing that will happen is that if the product is insured, the insurance will pay and you have your refund. That is it. Make sure you ask for a tracking number. In the event that a tracking number is not given, don't even buy. Don't buy. I repeat, don't buy. No matter how cheap the product is, don't buy. Don't buy at all. However, there are some sites that allow you to check whether there is a tracking number for the product you are buying. There are some sites, but not all sites. In the event that it's not there, please ask the seller. And if you have any other question, ask the seller. Ask the seller. Because so many of them lie a lot. You import a product and you discover that what you imported is different from what is given to you. I quickly want to let you know that if you really want to go into importation of items like mobile phones particularly, don't buy from sites. Don't buy from any site. Say if you are buying a branded product like Samsung, like Nokia, like iPhone, etc. And I want to warn that not all these phones that I've just mentioned are original. Not all of them are original. Some are not even original. That is just the fact. Some are not original. He will tell you that they are original. There's a particular guy in China who will give you his number. If you want to be buying mobile phones, I will give you his number. At the end of this lesson, I will give you his number. Make sure you buy from him, because he will tell you that this one is a replica, this one is a refurbished one, this one is a used one, this one is an original one. So it now depends on you, the one to buy. I've known him for a very long time, since 2013. Somebody introduced me to him. So I've known him since 2013. The guy has been good, very, very good. In case you don't know, there are a lot of tricks that go on with mobile phone production. Some of them, the RAM they put is, you check it, it actually contains the RAM, but it's a fake RAM. Some may show you 4 gig, but the RAM is not equal to 1 gig. Some may show you 32 gig memory hard disk, but the hard disk is not equal to 1 gig. Until you begin to use it, that's when you discover that it's not up to. Because when you stop just few apps, it will tell you, after some time it will tell you that memory is filled up. And what kind of nonsense is that? I didn't know all this. The experience taught me. There was a quote I collected from some persons some times ago on mobile phone. I was now doing a kind of comparison, and I told one of the sellers that your own is too high. Look at the price also person gives me. He said no, that price is not correct because the phones involved are not original. They are not, the specifications quoted are not real. That the tricks do take place in the factory, right from the factory. And I should tell him that I have a friend in China who's coming for inspection on my behalf and see whether he will allow that. It's okay, no problem. I'll do just that. And I told the young man, you see your specifications are correct. He said yes, very very correct, and my goods are cheap, as you can see, this and that. I said okay, no problem. I'll be give me your address so that I can give it to my friend who is a factory worker in China to come and do the inspection on my behalf. Up till now, the guy didn't allow that to take place. He declined my request. That was how I knew. And there are some phones I bought actually. Where I discovered that the 1 gig, the 4 gig RAM was not equal to 1 gig. But when you check it, it's showing you 4 gig RAM. But in the real sense of it, it's not equal to 1 gig. Because when you are using it, before you know it, it becomes hot unnecessarily. The battery they will tell you is about 4,000 milliampere. Meanwhile, it's not equal to 1,500 milliampere. When you charge your phone after 2 hours, the battery goes off. Those are the things. So don't buy from sites, except you are buying from somebody that is selling fairly used, like used phones. In that case, you can hear from the users. But I don't advise you buy mobile phones directly from websites. Okay, the next rule is this: when you see a very cheap product online, don't just rush to placing an order. It doesn't work that way. Some of them may be there as a bait to defraud you. That's just the fact. They may list that product just to defraud you. Don't just run into placing an order. It doesn't work that way. This is because there are so many fraudsters online. So many of them are fraudsters. Really, they are. What I mean is this: when, for instance, you are looking for a phone to buy, you know that phone normally costs $300. Suddenly, you see a seller that has listed it for, let me say, $25. That is extraordinarily cheap now. That's extraordinarily cheap. It means that something must be. You must find out what is wrong before you place an order. And this is how you find out. The number one thing you need to check is the seller's rating. How does the site rate the seller? Is he a top seller? Who is he? Check when the seller entered into the market. When he started selling there, check the seller's history. You need to check the seller's history when he entered the market. I'm going to show you how to do that. When he entered into the market. Is this a new bid in the market? Has he spent up to like 2 or 3 years in the market? When did he start selling in that market? In that very platform? Those are the things you need to know. If it's somebody that is not up to like 6 months old there, and you quickly run and place another, you are on your own. He may be a fraudster. He may be a fraudster. You need to quickly check the review. Are you the first to buy from him? If you are the first, don't buy. If he has sold some copies or some quantity previously, you will see it. If he hasn't, you will equally see it. They read review about him. Review, please. Read review about him. Who is he? How does he handle issues? Is the product okay? Does it come with some defects? Those are the things you check out. Then, number 3, is he giving a tracking number? If he's not giving a tracking number, don't buy. Don't buy. Because he knows that you can't prove it, that actually he did not receive it. You cannot prove it. So he may end up not even sending it. So what will you do? Have you met him before? He's not the owner of the site. It's only there to sell, as you are there to buy. The owner of the site doesn't know him. Neither does he know the owner of the site. So don't buy. If he's not giving a tracking number, don't buy at all. I'll be mentioning tracking number this morning. What is this tracking number? It's a number issued by the shipping company to the buyer through the seller. It tells you the movement of the product right from the warehouse of the seller to your doorstep. You'll be given a site where you will impute the tracking number to see the movement of the product you are buying or the goods that you have paid for, right from the warehouse of the seller down to your doorstep. That is the work of the tracking number. Then if you are not still convinced, ask him if he accepts paper as a means of payment. If he accepts, go ahead and buy. But without tracking number, don't buy. Why? Because it may get missing even in Nigeria here. That's why you see some persons telling you that the postal so and so, that it was never delivered to them. So don't even buy. But with a tracking number and with the means of payment as paper, you are free to go buy. Meaning it's genuine. There are a lot of reasons why people say goods extraordinarily cheap. There are a lot of reasons. Maybe they just want to clear their warehouse. Maybe that good has been paid for by insurance. A good that was previously bought but got missing, that has been paid, compensated for already. So you can buy if it's genuine. Then the next is chart up the seller. Always chart up the seller. Always chart up the seller. Then ask about the product. Is it original, refurbished? Are the specifications correct or fake? Is it a used good? Make sure you find out, because those are the things that will form your basis for opening of dispute. In case the good is not what you paid for. At the end of the day, if they ship something that you did not pay for, maybe they told you that the foam is for RAM and you now discover that no, that is a fake RAM. You can open a dispute and make some claim. That is very possible. They will answer you immediately. They don't joke with that. They are not Nigeria site. They don't joke with that at all. But the first website I want to tell you about is called AliExpress. AliExpress. AliExpress is the retail site of Alibaba. In Alibaba, you sell a lot of thing, everything, virtually everything in wholesale. But in AliExpress, with little amount you can buy. If you want to buy in wholesale, no problem. Just go to Alibaba. But in AliExpress, you can buy. You must be a big man before you buy from AliExpress. There are a lot of things you can buy from AliExpress. And the website is www.aliexpress.com. www.aliexpress.com. This is the website. And you go to your browser. When you go to your browser and open it, this is what you have. Can you see it there? AliExpress. AliExpress.com. This is what you have. Here you have all categories here. Like if you know how to use Jumia very well, you can use this site very well. In short, Jumia pattern their site after this AliExpress site. Almost all the sites look the same. Okay. For instance, I want to buy female bags. You type in female bag here. Female bags. Okay, before this, what you do, this is not the first thing you do. The first thing you do is to open an account. You come here and click on register. Can you see it? That's the first thing you do. You need to have an account with them. You click on register. Click on register. That's the first thing you do. The thing is a bit slow. You know Nigeria network. When you click on register, you have this. You can choose your country here. You know we are in Nigeria. This is Nigeria. Can you see it? You can log in with your Facebook. You can log in with your Gmail. Okay, let me see. I'm logging with my Gmail. Let me see. I'm logging with my Gmail. If you want to log in, let's see. Let me log in with my Gmail and see what happens. It takes us to a new window. It's very slow as you can see. Okay, it has finally opened. It has finally opened. The reason why you see this page like this is because I have my login details for my Gmail on my system already. But if you are logging into that system for the first time, what you have is a page that will require the login details for your mail. Like your username, that is your username and your password. You must log them in. You must input them. But because I already have them stored, on my system. It doesn't need to go through that process to get here. This one is a welcome page, a welcome gift. So welcome to AliExpress. You get $4 for any product you above $5 that you import. I claim. I claim it. Okay, let it not waste our time. The next thing is that you come to payment. You come here, you click on payment. To add your payment information. If there is something wrong with the system, please refresh and try again. Okay, it's not opening for now, but from here you can come to shipping address, which is very, very important. Since that is not opening, put in your shipping address. Where you want that product shipped to. This is your personal information. Contact name, your contact name. Put a name that people know you for. Don't go and put a wrong name there. A name that you have that a means of identification attached to, not just an ordinary name. A name that has a means of identification. You put the name here. You come here and put your phone number here. Then you type in your address here, your shipping address, where you want that product shipped to. This is Nigeria. You select it. Say this one is optional. This one is optional. So it's not you feeling. I'm in Edo, for instance. I will pick Edo here. When I pick Edo here, I will come here, the city. Can you see the local government? All the local government are here. I am in Ipobaoka. Can you see it here? I'll put it here. It takes some time to change. You come to this zip code. That zip code is 6 numbers. What you do is that you discover that when we're filling the form for the opening of a paper, we will add this zip code. And getting here, they're asking us again. You don't crack your brain over it. What you do is just to go to Google and Google it. This is the one that applies to where I am. This is the one that applies to where I am. I'm not in Okabiri, but the place is not too far. So I just pick it. I see. I just pick it. Just pick it. You don't need to crack your brain over it or make us, just come here. And what do? You paste it. You paste. Finish. Then you register. You confirm. You click here to confirm. That's how you put in your shipping address. Then come here and click on wallet. This wallet is kind of new innovation. Meaning you can create a wallet, but meanwhile you can put in your bank details. You can put in your bank details. As you can see, nothing is here to display because you have not put in your bank details. You can go back and